very good day to you. Welcome to Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Jadiel Kabiro, much ready for today's political conversation. I'm glad that you've joined us today. Don't take it for granted. You have chosen to listen to our political conversation. I'm joined by Herman Manyora. Sir, how are you doing today?
Wow, well.
You're well?
Very well.
You told me you woke up early.
Well, going to some TV station is terrible, I'm telling you.
Many people are still subscribing, people still checking up on us, leaving comments behind. What's your message to the people that have just joined this team?
We thank them for joining us, and we ask them to ask others to join so that we are a team. As we move towards the election, we need to have a conversation as a people.
Yeah, we really need to have these conversations. Today we're speaking about what happened on Sunday in Jacaranda. Deputy President William Ruto, chaos caused at his rally. He went to speak to the people of Embakasi East, but even before starting, rowdy youths coming out and speaking that they do not need handouts, they need, some were chanting Babu Wino. Would you say we are setting a bad trend in the country as we are moving forward when you look at this chaos being caused?
We must condemn violence, now more than any other time, because we are faced with a tightly contested election. A very hotly contested election, and we must not allow any semblance of violence. We must condemn it. I am challenging Mutiambai, and if he's not up to the challenge, I'm challenging my friend Fred Matiangi. We want to see results. We want to see people apprehended. We want to see people arrested. We want to see perpetrators of these things arrested, including the sponsors of violence. We cannot afford risk.
Should we blame our security agencies, the DCI,
we can't blame them, but you see, they must put their foot down. They must show they will not allow this to happen. However, the bigger responsibility is on leadership of this country. The leaders, the people who want to be elected, those in power today and tomorrow, must know there must be a country for them to lead.
You know, the same thing happened in Kisumu in DP Ruto's rally. We haven't seen anything being done.
That's what I'm saying. The police must not sleep on their job. So this is risky. Remember in 2013, another hotly contested election. And what saved this country was the fact that people were still remembering ICC.
Yeah.
You see, people were fearing. Now ICC is so much behind with the two elections in between. People will be reckless. You saw what happened in Eldoret. Yeah, we can't allow that. You know, leaders must be warned, not even advised, warned. We will not accept. This is our country. And the police must be told, this is the time for Mutiambai to resign. If he doesn't take care, we will ask him to go home.
Will it bring more good or be bad when we see leaders being arrested for this kind of situations?
We don't want this tokenism in terms of arrest. You arrest a guy, he doesn't go in a normal police station. He's taken to a special police station, Gigiri. He's given VIP treatment. The courts accord the same person VIP treatment. He's handled with kids' glove, given nice bail terms. This is a joke, even the courts. Yeah. We must know that we can ban this country if we continue in this manner.
If you arrest a politician right now, don't you think it will cause more harm?
No, people will know. Why did the people behave in 2013? Because ICC was just there, lingering and hovering around. Today it looks so distant. That's why these politicians can say the things they are saying. Yesterday in Jacaranda, I expect to see arrests. The police were there. Those are local police, most of them. They know these boys.
You get the boys?
Yes, get the boys, let them tell you, sponsor them. Get that person and jail him.
Can that happen in Kenya though?
It should happen in Kenya. The Kenya I want is a Kenya where that happens. It's a Kenya where Linturi does not stand for elections. Yeah, that's the Kenya I want.
He's out now.
You see, he's laughing.
Whether he'll be back.
Yeah, what is it? What have they done? This is not the Kenya I want. I want to leave my grandchildren in a good Kenya, not this Kenya.
You know, Raila Odinga made a statement through his team. He's saying that Ruto probably sponsored this chaos.
That again is what we don't want to hear.
To bring out chaos so that it happens back in the Rift Valley. Do you think this is a good statement?
That's wrong from ODM and from Raila. No, condemn violence. Don't give blames, Ruto. No, don't do that. Just condemn violence. And join Manyora in saying, the police were there. Why haven't they arrested somebody? The boys in Kondele, they were known. Linturi was there. There were fracases and very ugly incidents in Eldoret after that rally. There are people whose rights were violated. I've seen clips doing the round. Some of them may be exaggerations. What are the police doing?
They haven't done anything.
Raila should not blame Ruto. No.
You see, Raila,
He should blame the police. He should tell the police to arrest those people. And once you arrest those boys, they will lead you to the people who sponsored them. You know, these politicians and our leaders, some of them are so stupid. They would even have sent these boys money by M-Pesa. So ukifinya kijana kidogo hivi, anasema
ndio message.
Tunaweka tunashika tunaweka ndani. Na akiweka ndani kotini, police wakimpeleka Gigiri, that Gigiri place where they take these rich politicians, we must stop that Gigiri police station. We want them to go to Kamkunji and the other police stations where other Kenyans go. And why would the court say detain him in a police station, and if it's somebody else, go to industrial area? Why do courts take politicians back to police cells instead of remand prison where other Kenyans go? We must call out the courts in this country.
See, through the same statement, Prof, Raila's team came out saying it is through the handouts that the deputy president has been giving out. We've seen him cashing out money during his campaigns. It is through this that is causing chaos, and now he wants to blame them for what is happening to him. He is the one charging the youth.
You know, we must stop this culture of handouts. But it must be within the confines of the law. What does the law say about politicians giving money before the election period? You know, IBC hasn't gazetted. So you may not quite pin anything on Ruto or anybody for handout. But we can condemn it generally. But not when violence has taken place. When there is violence like the one of Jacaranda, we focus on that. We focus on the police to tell them to do their job. And advise the judiciary. When such people are brought before you, don't give them VIP treatment. We focus on our young men and women. We tell them, this country belongs to you more than us. Don't mess it. We don't focus on, somebody's giving money. That we can share privately among ourselves as leaders.
So when you look at the Jacaranda situation, you'd say it's less about the hand, it's more about youth being taken there to disrupt the meeting.
I'm saying I don't know, but it's quite possible. These are things politicians do. But these are things we can put a stop to. Arrest those young people. Ili iwe funzo kwa wengine. Is that right?
Yes.
Take them to court. And the judiciary, please. Once these boys have told you it is MP so and so, and he comes before you, deal with that MP. Don't give them VIP. You will destroy this country. Yeah.
So the problem for you is that these politicians are being given VIP treatment
in the courts.
And there's nothing.
And they are feared by the police.
Can we be able then to tame the politicians, even if the security agency do whatever they are trying to do? What you want?
Let the police first do their bit. And then let the judiciary do their bit. We shall call out each group of people that doesn't do their work. I'm calling out the police. We want to see arrests. I'm calling out the judiciary. Stop giving politicians VIP treatment when they come before you. Send them to remand prison like other Kenyans. Not to police cells in Gigiri. You hear what I'm saying? I'm calling out Mother Kome, Justice Mother Kome. Tell your judicial officers, mtu akiingia kwa koti yako, don't return them to police stations. Take them where you take other Kenyans.
Penny, let me finish the Jacaranda talk with the last thing Raila said. He said violence has been part and parcel of Ruto's brand of politics right from the time he introduced himself to Kenyans through the YK92 in 1997 to 2008. Other than the use of money to buy support, violence is Ruto's main tool of political ascendance. When you read such a statement, now it's about tarnishing his name with what happened in the ICC, the case that was taken to him, YK92 back in the past. Is this statement
That's
good for the country?
That's not what I expect from Raila. No. I expect Raila to condemn violence. I expect Raila to ask the police to do their work. I expect Raila to tell the judiciary, when such a people are brought before you, the Linturis and the rest, deal with them accordingly. I expect Raila to call out the DPP, ask him to do his work. DCI. That's what I expect. This blame, Ruto has been associated with violence, that will not take us anywhere. Because on the other hand, Ruto is saying, Raila is a man of violence. Stone throwing. I was in some TV station.
Yes.
I challenge my fellow panelists, let's not enter into this blame game. If you say Raila and the ODM are with stone throwing, others will talk about arrows, which are even worse.
Yes.
We don't want that blame game.
So for now, you'd say Raila has failed on this
To me,
Jacaranda
I
issue
don't like what he did.
together with his team.
He should just have said the police arrest those people. Investigative officers, find out who sent those boys. Because quite often they are sent. Who sent them? And I'm telling you, these politicians are so stupid. They are so cheap. They would even be found to have sent money by M-Pesa. Deal with them. And then ask the judiciary. Mtu akiletwa kwako kotini, a politician, he has sent boys to disrupt somebody's rally. Deal with him. Don't take him to Kabiro police station. Send him to remand prison. And process his case quickly afungwe.
Yeah.
Akileta appeal process, confirm.
Now,
Akai jela.
when you look at the chaos politically, would you say it has done much damage to Raila's side? Because Ruto now is coming out and saying that they are pretending to unify the country. This Azimio thing is a lie because now they are causing chaos themselves.
That is also cheap. You cannot associate Raila with such a cheap violence. How can Raila be involved in stone throwing and heckling? He's above that. You get it?
Yes.
So Ruto is also cheapening himself.
Very soon do you see him
Because
playing
if
the
you
victim
say,
card?
I heard him say Condemning.
Yes.
Sure, you must begin and ask yourself, if Raila wanted people to give Ruto hell in Kisumu, would he step in Kisumu?
Not really.
Would he?
No.
Even with a contingent of police? Will he? He won't.
Yes.
So, those are isolated instances. Okay?
Yeah.
We must deal with them as acts of lawlessness and look for the people who are perpetuating that, including their sponsors. You get it?
Yes.
Because I'm telling you about politicians. Some politician may think if he stops Ruto in Kondela or in Embakasi East, then he will be popular in the eyes of Raila and the party.
Oh.
We must tell them no. So the work of Raila is to tell the police, arrest those people. And if the investigations lead to any of my members of parliament, let him be arrested. And the courts, don't give him VIP treatment.
So
Deal with him like an ordinary criminal.
So when you look at all this, you'd say it is less about the leaders at the top. It's about these people on the ground trying to show support to the leaders. These are the ones causing
I am
chaos.
saying that sometimes young people get overexcited.
Yeah.
It's normal in the support of an individual. Sometimes they even fight among themselves, different groups, without anybody asking them to do so. Let's talk to them nicely. Let them know this is their country. But let us be firm when it is excessive. Some little heckling is part of politics. There's also disruptions of meetings occasioned by the fact that there are leaders at the lower level who cause mayhem by sponsoring boys and girls to do that. Let's arrest these people. Let them lead us to those. Let them lead us to those people. Let investigations lead us to the people who sponsor them at that lower level and deal with them. At the top, I expect Ruto to condemn violence. Not to try to associate Raila with this cheapness. I expect Raila to condemn violence, to ask the police to do their work, the courts to do their work, and not to associate Ruto with violence. That's not what I expect.
You see, at the same day when it was happening in Jacaranda, in Trans Nzoia, Ruto also had a team that was going to speak to people like Rigathi Gachagua, Alice Wahome. Now, they were stopped from having their meeting. And they came out saying their rights are being infringed. There is a deliberate effort to make the UDA team not speak. Would you look at that situation? The police were saying they did not have the permits as a way of the government taming Ruto's team from speaking to people.
These are mature politicians. I saw those people. They are not children. Those are mature people. Some of them are my age mates, perhaps. These are old people. They are politicians and they are in parliament. They know the law. The law sometimes requires of them that you notify the police. They agreed when they were asked. They hadn't notified the police. They know the season we are in. This is a bad season. Even hold up somewhere, 4 of you, boys can invade that hotel or that room, and somebody can be injured. What is so difficult? If you are up to no ill, what is so difficult in following the law by just notifying the police?
So for them, they come out.
It's so simple. But you want sympathy. You need something knowing very well the police. And that means not the police may be overzealous. You know, again, eh? Yeah. The police may be thinking government is supporting another side. So we will be seen to be working for government very well if we harass this side. This is normal. It's normal human thing. But the politician, Kina Rigathi, They should not do things that can incite violence. They should not do things that can cause mayhem. They should not do things so that the police come and stop their meeting so that they get sympathy. That is, such a things people like Rigadi should leave to young politicians.
Is that what
to
you
toddler
think,
politicians.
Is that what you think UDA is doing, looking for
That's,
sympathy?
I think that's what they are now doing. They're engaged in that.
Finally, let me ask you this. Because of all this hate speech and disruption and chaos, so many people are worried about these elections. Would you say that 2022 is going to be a peaceful election and people should chill a little bit now?
2022 has to be a peaceful election. We have no choice in the matter. We have no choice in the matter. And I want the president, and I'm asking the president, you must pronounce yourself, because this is your government. You are the one in charge of this country now. The president must speak out on these things firmly and give firm instructions where he can give instructions, and advise where he should advise, and through consultations engage where he should engage. And all agencies, state organs, must play their role to ensure that we do not allow violence of any nature in this election year. Not that violence is good at any time, but at this time is critical for the existence of this nation, that all of us, we must condemn violence.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's political conversation. It has been a good one. 2022, according to Mr. Manyora, has to be a peaceful election. Until we do have these conversations again, thank you so much for tuning in. Tell your friends that we are here every single day. Business Glide with Richard Mwenja, Big Question, Simon Irungu, Marshall Mudo on the streets. And this is the Herman Manyora channel. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day.